Previously on Vampyr. Dr. Reid confronts Doris Fletcher at her theater and confirms she is the source of the contagion. Before he can leave the theater, McCullum and some of his Prewin goons appear and threaten Dr. Reid. After making a hasty retreat, Jonathan returns to Lord Redgrave, who orders him to turn Aloysius Dawson into an Ekon. And now, Vampyr, episode 26. Okay, so I've started out by upgrading my healing ability, my autophagy. I had a good amount of XP to use. So I upgraded that so that I receive more healing. It costs a little more blood, but that's okay. I'm gonna want to head over to the docks. I recently killed Dorothea Crane and distributed a bunch of cures, and that did increase the stability of that area. Let me talk to
yes, sir.
I want to see what he has to say about Aloysius Dawson.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Not much, sir. Mr. Dawson's house used to be a good house with many servants. I heard he fired them all recently.
Yeah, must be prepping to become a vampire. All right.
Thank you, Avery. We'll talk later.
Your bedroom is ready as always.
Oh, thank you, Avery.
Good night, sir.
Good night. All right. So I want to go to the docks and I want to check on Sean. There are a couple of people missing over there. I want to try to clean up the condition of the districts. So let's see. If I head down here, there's a couple of unknown events that are probably related to the missing people, but it looks like I can cross over here. Yeah, okay. Where exactly is the entrance to the night shelter? Is it in here? Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, well, there's an unknown event in here, so...
It's one of them!
Giselle Paxton. Oh, she's got a machine gun. Wait, is she? Oh my gosh. Is she still human though? I feel like she's still human. She must have joined the guard. Ow. Jeez. Fuck off. Okay, so, alright, so I just killed Giselle. Yeah, so it looks like they joined the guard. Giselle's dagger. Huh. Alright, so I know what happened to her. What about her sister? Any clues as to what's going on around here? I mean, she was, I think... I can't remember which sister it was, but they were involved in union organizing and stuff, so, you know, it would kind of make sense. You know, I'm a vampire, obviously, so I'm at odds with the Guard of Prewin, but, you know, I definitely sympathize with the fact that, you know, you'd want to get rid of vampires in London, so... Alright, let's see. Okay, so I've arrived at the night shelter. Gonna see what became... Oh, no.
What on earth happened here?
Yeah, never again. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm coming for you, Sean. I trusted you. And you have turned into a monster. Wow. What a fucking mess.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Okay, this is an old newspaper clip. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson Munitions Factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in North Southwark. It's a miracle. Only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. All right. All right, so having looked around inside there, let's see, is there anybody out here, or is this place deserted? Looks pretty deserted. There used to be a few folks out and about. All right, let's see. All right, I think it's time to deal with Sean. If I can find him. I think he was usually in this room. Is that him? Yep. Disappoint me, Sean. Wow. All right. Well, that all definitely turned to shit. Now this goes back down to the skull. The skulls. I wonder what their status is. You know what? I'm not gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna... It's not like I'm gonna go through there and exterminate them. At least not yet. Ooh, I got some shillings. And some good blood samples. Alright, well... Hopefully... I do kind of want to find... I guess if Lottie is a... pre-win, like her sister, she's probably not... contributing to the poor sanitary situation, and maybe I could just leave her alone. But I just want to take a peek and make sure she's not creeping around here as like a infected skull. I don't see her anywhere or any evidence of her, but yeah, criminy. What a mess. This I wonder if I'll have the option to embrace Aloysius Dawson and, like, not give him my blood, because I really don't want to turn him. But I do want to eat him. Who's this? Alright, I think I'm going to pay a visit to, Rufus and Stella Fishburne. And give them cures if I have them. Okay, let's see, what's... Oh, there's an unknown event over there. I should probably check that out, because that could be Giselle. And this is Southwark, so I'm kind of wondering if this is related, this exclamation point here is related to my dad's letter. So maybe I'll hit up some of this stuff while I'm kind of in the area. But first, this one.
This is no good!
That's rude. I am sort of interested in finding out. My dad's letter was really vague about kind of what he was suffering from that made him leave. It sounded like he was just suffering from depression or something, and you know, but it also seemed more serious, like he was gonna die. So from some sort of physical ailment as well. So I don't really know what was going on there, but I definitely, if that's gonna be related to it, I definitely want to see what it was. All right, let's see. Oh, that's Lottie. All right, she's infected. Oh, that's a shame. Gosh, I hope I didn't bite off more than I could chew. Oh, some of these guys are pretty weak, so let me finish these guys off, and then I'll deal with Lottie. Oh. Alright, so it looks like one became a pre-win and one became a skull. Unless, it's always possible that, Giselle was a skull too, but I couldn't really tell because I sort of ran up. It could have been that the pre-win were attacking her because she's a skull, but she looks like she was a pre-win. Okay. So that's that. Now, I'm gonna head over here to check out this, and then probably try and I'd like to cure. Here's the pub. I'd like to hit up my hideout over here, and I would like to try and cure Stella and Rufus. Oh, okay, there's Rufus. Hey, buddy.
Good evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reid.
You seem happier than before.
I live with Mrs. Fishburne now, in her house. I have a bed and everything.
Excellent.
So how is your new life going?
Good. I have a roof over my head and warm meals. Mrs. Fishburne is the best. But she's so sad. I hear her crying at night.
Even if she did take you in, Mrs. Fishburne lost her son, who she loved very much.
I know, but it makes me feel funny. I should feel bad for being here after Seymour died, not happy.
Oh, you should definitely not feel bad. Plus, I killed Seymour. He was a serial killer. She's sad, but she's gonna, get past it eventually.
Seymour's death has nothing to do with you, Rufus. You have every right to be happy.
Mrs. Fishburne has been like a mother to me, and it's my turn to help her the best I can.
Yeah, that's awfully sweet. What do you think about Seymour dying?
Tell me your feelings about Seymour's death, Rufus.
I am sad for Mrs. Fishburne, not for her dead son. I was afraid of him and his threats. I don't think a lot of people will miss him.
I think you called that correctly. Let's see.
Heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter lately?
I rarely go near there, but rumour has it the place is restricted. Only members chosen by Mr. Hampton are allowed in.
Okay, well that's come to an end.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation?
I never really felt safe in this town anyway. Now's the first time that everyone seems to feel the same way as me.
Is anything worrying you right now?
Gunshots? I hear them every night. Who's firing? Who are they shooting at? That's what's scary.
Yeah, it's messed up out here, man. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Do you need
if
help?
I have a cure
A
for
real
you.
doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome, and I'm gonna go pay
So
Stella
long, Rufus.
a visit as
Be
well.
careful. Take care.
I'm glad she took him into the house. That's really nice. Hi, Stella.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reid. I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep.
I'm so sorry about your loss, Mrs. Fishburne.
Thank you, Dr. Reid. Could you check Rufus's health for me, please? I've been taking care of this young nipper since my poor Seymour died.
Very well. But why so nervous?
Even if he lives with me now, Rufus still spends too much time outside. He grew up in the streets, you see, and he's kept his old habits.
Oh, what are the old habits?
I'd like to know more about your son's death, Stella.
I was so afraid to see Seymour arrested and executed that I never thought about him being murdered.
Yeah, well, he did have it coming. But no one will know he's a serial killer.
As sad as his fate may have been, at least you'll avoid the shame of a trial.
Justice or vengeance? Street justice is not right.
Well, you know, that's one point of view.
In the end, Seymour avoided being judged for what he did. Does that not disturb you, Stella?
For months, my greatest fear was to see my son being arrested and hanged. Now that he's dead, no one will ever know.
Do you believe your son could have avoided being caught forever?
I have no idea. Sometimes I felt like he was becoming more and more careless. Perhaps he wanted to be caught.
Maybe. Let's do your medical checkup.
Mrs. Fishburn, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am afraid I am, Doctor. I don't feel well at all.
Let's see. Have some
Then
medicine.
let me give you a prescription.
I thank you for your generosity,
More
sir.
sepsis. Wow.
It's something this part of town truly needs.
Okay. Let's see. I think I've... yeah, let's hear about living with Rufus.
So, you live here with Rufus now? And how is everything?
Yeah. We both had our share of tragedy, but I suppose it's a relief not to be alone in life.
Did Rufus talk to you about his past?
I knew the boy had a hard time in the streets, but I had no idea how miserable he really was. And I suspect he won't tell me all that he remembers.
I'm really curious about his past as well. All right.
Do you have any news about Sean Hampton's shelter?
I heard you can't go there anymore unless you share his faith. A bit queer, don't you think?
Yes. I killed that guy.
Aren't you worried about the conditions around here?
Hate everywhere. The city will not sink because of this flu. It's the violence that will finish us all.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
That's a epidemic I'm contributing to.
Please don't stay too long, sir.
Nah, I'm gonna leave. I'm not even gonna loot your cabinets. Alright. Where's my nearest, Okay, I got a hideout right there. I think I'd like to visit that and make some more, cures and level up a little. And I'll just check before I head out that there's no one else to cure here. Isn't that my shelter up there? Right? Oh, hi. Ah!
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reid. What do you want?
I think you're healthy. Yes. In which case, I don't particularly care about you unless you have any more... Oh, yeah, what do you think about Booth? I'm thinking about eating him.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Okay, yeah, Dr. Reid, don't be so prude.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys, that's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something, then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Interesting. Let's see. I think we're good for
Have
now.
you got any news about Sean Hampton's shelter?
Rumour has it he started some sort of gang of his own. Soldiers of Christ, something like that.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
All right, well, it sounds like
Sir. Been a
Booth
while since we've seen any new
Digby's pretty good in bed. That's nice. Hey, Booth, what's up? Is that not him? No, it is him.
Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Maybe. Oh, what? Okay.
You again. What do you want?
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
I believe you.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't a human. Not human at all.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
All right. Good to know. I think we've covered everything here.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
I will not eat you after all. Okay, so. Oh, right, I want to go to my hideout, which is... Wait, I was coming to my hideout, and then I bumped into Edwina, so... Alright, so I've increased my blood and biting attributes quite a bit. I'll be able to absorb more blood. And now I'm heading over to that Southwark bridge. And then I'm kind of curious about how the cures work in terms of, you know, people get sick again. So there are a lot of people who are more sick. Yeah, so I guess I do have a little bit of a question about how effective healing people is. It feels like I'm kind of just barely keeping the districts from descending into hostile territory. But let's see what awaits me over here. I suspect it's related to my father's note, maybe? Oh, it's Dyson. Okay. Wow, he got turned into a sewer beast. Yikes. Okay. Alright, well that's taken care of. Wow, what a mess. Dyson was the drunk guy from the bar. That's not a great fate. Alright, so I'm back at the hospital, and I go see Dr. Swansea. He has apparently some things to tell me, and I also have a desire to pop into my office and check on my plant and see if watering it has had any effect. But first, Swansea. Oh, let's see. He was over... There he is. Hello, sir.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
Hey man, I don't screw around. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, there's a lot of good questions here. Okay, yeah, what is she up to? Last time I saw her, she uncovered some really explosive shit.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes, and no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering how she was getting on with that. I recently killed Doris Fletcher.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Oh, that's right, she did kill herself. Yes, heavily mutated. Heavily mutated. Very mutated. Very squishy.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
So that would explain, the corruption of the mind. That would explain why Sean and Dorothy went bonkers and weren't able to kind of keep their wits about them when they got infected.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death.
Oh, no.
The carrier was always female. They called them ichors.
Yeah, I found a paper about that. Okay, I think that's what we got going on here. Ichors. Yeah, how's the hospital doing?
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
All right, so he had also told me about somebody who might have more information for me. I need to recall that. I'm gonna go check on my plant. How's it doing? It looks the same. Maybe a little greener. I could be making that up though. Okay, I've managed to get one treatment for neuralgia.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Oh, Albert, you silly boy. This kid's about to join a gang.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
I think I might eat this kid. I mean... it's a bad idea. It's not a good idea. Well, I could let him go. Well, I don't know though. I don't really have a good reason for eating him. I just want to. Maybe I'm angry at the gangs or something and how they're corrupting children. I really shouldn't take it out on Albert though. You're really gonna eat this kid? What are you doing, Dr. Reid?
No. Not now. Not me, please. I'll be good.
Well, so that happened. I think I, as a player, ate him because he's an asshole, but I think that Reid ate him because he is going a little mad.
If I could get some work.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
I ate your kid, and as compensation, I would like to cure your neuralgia.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
All right, well, good luck with that.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
This city is doomed.
I mean, it's probably not good to eat children, typically.
Pain has made me blind.
I accept that. Nonetheless, I ate him. Okay, now that I've done some murder and administered one cure, it's time to head to the Ascalon Club and not make that guy a vampire.
Women of all countries.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
Indeed. Unlike you and my mother, I can still become ill.
Oh, you cannot imagine how relieved I'd be to catch a cold again.
My mother once told me the same thing. I sometimes wonder if she's forgotten what it feels like to be ill.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant. The embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the baluka in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Okay, so I have cured Charlotte, cured Calhoun, bought a little bit of ergotamine and some other drug ingredients from Calhoun, and I've cured a couple people elsewhere as well. I ate Albert Palmer, mostly because this is the honest truth, I found him irritating, but then I cured his dad of neuralgia. Feel a little bad eating a teenager, but only a little bad. Right, so I think, and so now I'm headed to Aloysius Dawson's house. I've been sort of questioning people what they think of him and such, and the consensus is not good. So I think, I already felt pretty comfortable with Charlotte's advice not to turn him, but
I cannot enter.
Why can't I get in?
I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Yes, I suppose I should. Yeah, I think I'm getting a lot of good support for Charlotte's position that he would be a terrible vampire. I just ate a kid, so you could argue that I'm a terrible vampire as well, but I did not become this by choice. And Aloysius Dawson is. he's power hungry and
Fucking big killer! It's all you deserve!
you don't know me. You know, I didn't ask for this to be foisted upon me, and he is, so he definitely has intentions for what he wants to do with this power. Oh, the Blind Gourmet's
A
menu.
restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Oh, I should tell Calhoun about this. Ah, it's very intriguing. Dessert, sweet mystery, hot and cold surprise, and palate revolution. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna tell Calhoun about this. I believe I have a quest to do just that. But not just yet. I must find a way. Okay, so I'm trying to get over here, and I came across a barricade, so I'm gonna go around to the other side of the park.
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
Like father, like daughter, find Louise Teasdale.
What a mess. Something terrible happened here. But what?
Okay, I've gotten actually was not, I don't think, the way into the blockade. But I did pick up a, I found in there another task, which is to find Louise Teasdale, apparently. I don't think I know who that is. Let me look at my character map. Is that Louise Teasdale, perhaps? Could be. Oh, yeah, I haven't opened my father's safe yet. Okay, yes, this is she. All right. Anyway, I think she's sort of looks like just outside the park, maybe. I delayed on one of these recently, and the person was murdered. When I first got to the West End, there was a guy who was, like, crying for help, and I didn't notice, and, yeah, he died horribly.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
This is... You're feeble!
I'm feeble. You're feeble. I feel like, you know, if they know that I'm coming to make Aloysius a vampire, they probably should have left the door open for me. The blockade. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to find that lady in here. I think this is a little different than what I was thinking of, maybe. Let's check the radar, see what we get. Lots of rats. Well, yeah, a couple rats. Yeah, I feel like if I'm doing a favor to the Ascalon Club, it shouldn't be so hard to get where I'm trying to go. Okay, can't go through here.
It's locked.
Let's go down this way. Okay.
No one can hide from Ascalon.
Oh. Oh. Another Volcod. Unexpected. Okay, I need to prepare a little bit here. Okay. All right. I didn't know this. Oops. I didn't know this was going to be a thing. So, let's see. I like to use my shotgun. Okay, it is equipped. Good. Wanted to make sure. Oh! Yep, I remember this. Okay. And then I will switch to my handgun. No! Ow, 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 ow. I got too close while I was reloading. That was my bad. Oops. Okay, I need to reload.
Kneel, traitor!
Definitely need to get some health and some blood from this guy.
I will. No one can hide from Ascalon.
I am in Ascalon. Why are you trying to kill me, man? Okay, alright, so we're done with guns. Back to this. Alright. Okay.
Die, newborn.
Okay, so okay, he's like the, he's like, Fergal, where if I can't, stun him while he's, doing that thing that he does. Leon Augustin is this guy's name. I don't think I know who this is. I don't know that I've heard of Leon Augustin or really have any idea why I'm fighting him.
Kneel, traitor.
Why am I a traitor? What did I do? Ouch. Okay. Jeez. Down he goes. All right. Let's see. I got a collectible, I believe. Let's see. Something about... Ah, the violence of the Volcods. Never let the size of a Volcod fool you. These massive bastards can be as quick as any leech, and it can be put down the same way, by puncturing and pinning their rotten carcasses to the ground before beheading them. Remember, it's all about preparation and exploiting your target's weaknesses. The problem, of course, is that Volcods have no weaknesses. They are strong, fast, sensible, and deadly. They are killing machines with one simple goal, to put their huge claws around your neck. So, if any of you lads are unlucky enough to ever face a Volcod, just remember this. Dodge and make it mad. Yeah, I do a lot of dodging. Hurt it, taunt it, and make it lose its temper. Volcod's brains lose it when irritated enough. They stop thinking and start blindly attack. This is your only chance to win by gaining tactical advantage against a stupid beast. Use it. Well, I had definitely, by necessity, incorporated a lot of dodging into my Volcod strategy. Yeah, so I wonder who that guy was. Okay, I have no idea where I am. That fight really caused me to lose my bearings. Next time on Vampyr. If you're enjoying this Ferocious Tater Tot Let's Play, please do hit the tot to subscribe. Thank you, and have a lovely day.